Ugh. Ugh. What's the XP thing? If you chat a lot, you gain great XP, but if you super chat, you get insane XP. Which means, and it's not me saying this, it's YouTube with their system. You should definitely super chat. Can you? That's crazy. You'll get more XP. You might level up to number 1. All right, it's late. It's late. Let's get started. Hello. Hello, my people. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Welcome back. Your yapper is here for a late night chill stream. We're going to get all 6 of my real viewers to show up tonight. And we're going to work on some very fun stuff. Good God! What is that? That's 50 dollary dues! Why isn't it popping up? Hello? Alerts? Alerts? The stream element's down? Thank you for the 50! That's insane! That's huge! Optic, thank you so much! I don't know why it's delayed. I think Stream Elements' website is broken or something. It's not appearing anywhere. I don't get it. Ah, whatever. I'm sorry that the thingy isn't appearing. You're instantly number 1. Chances are nobody's gonna beat that all stream. Good God, thank you so much, Optic. I appreciate it. Did we get stream gifts? No, that's not me. All my stuff's working. It's Stream Elements. I see my little thingy. It's not even registering a super chat came through on Stream Elements. Is that? I think their stuff is broken. Hold on, I gotta check. I don't want to go all stream with none of my overlays and alerts working. This is boring. Yeah, no, it says everything's working. It says I'm live. What the hell, stream elements? Dude. That would have screamed at me. That would have been a violent screaming noise in my ears had that been working. Quick, somebody send $1 billion. Let's see if the tips work. All right, jokes aside, Optic, thank you so much. That is a huge, huge super chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's not showing up. That is so weird. Add an object, add an automatic Spartan laser to the chair. I think I once added a rocket engine to this and it shot me straight up into the air. It was awesome. Probably not my best invention I've ever done, but it was something. Oh my optic! Ah! Why did that one work, but the last one didn't? Optic, thank you for the massive super chat. My ears are in physical pain. Thank you very much. The quiet little TTS. Bruh. Thank you very much. That's huge. Absolutely massive, Optic. Thank you so much. I haven't even done anything yet. Aren't I supposed to be like a little dancing monkey and do stuff before you send me tips and be like, ah, I liked what you did, mod man. That was a good one. Do it again. Do that flip again. And I'll be like, ah. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. Your support means the world. Ah! Bot gun. That's not my name. That's not my name. Anyways, I got a question for you guys. Here was my plan for tonight's very late stream. Courtesy of Optic, sponsored by Optic. Optic Loki, not the gaming organization. I was like, I want to continue working on the Condor. In case you missed yesterday's stream and didn't get to see, we made a lot of progress on like the rear end of this thing. The booty, if you will, the thick dumpy. And it honestly looks great. It needs a lot more detailing. I just put in the basic lines over here, and we still got lots to do. And I wanted to continue working on it, but I was like, if any of you guys are starting to get burned out on watching me just draw lines for the entire stream, we could probably switch it up and do something else. I do very much want to continue to work on this, but I know for the last little while, I've just been doing Condor stuff. Don't worry, so many people think I'm part of the Optic. You are. You're Optic Loki. What do you... I don't know. You sound insane right now. Also, don't mind me. I'm going to turn on my webcam now. Don't scream, okay? Don't scream. I'm not going to lie to you guys, alright? It's been a long day. I am disheveled. It's been a long day. But I'm here now. I said don't scream, you rude asses. Bald? No, dude. I'm not bald. I'm not going to go bald. I'm haired. Hurry up and do Condor? Fine. Okay, Catherine, you want the freaking Condor, dude? I'm gonna open the Condor. We're just gonna do the Condor. Fine. I was gonna do it anyways. You know, I'm not even doing it because you wanted me to. I'm doing it because I wanted me to. Okay? It's not like I like you guys in chat or anything. God. I'm opening Substance Painter in the background if you were curious. Very slowly. My God. Project. Halo 3. I'm opening my models in the background too. Or not my models, my folders for my models. We all know you get your wigs from the back. The barbershops don't lie to us. They don't... What? Barbershops would not carry wigs. What is the point of that? No bald people go to barbershops. Doesn't even make sense. You sound dumb and also maybe stupid. Probably. Probably stupid. And dumb. And also I am now making fun of you. Holy 50 fucks. Whoa, dude. Language. This is a Christian Minecraft stream. Please calm the frick down. You're scaring my mom. She's gonna get me in trouble. Oh! Look at that. There's the Condor texture. Look at that detail. Holy crap. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I love it so much. Right, anyway. Substance painting. Yeah! So, the area we were leaving off on yesterday, as you can tell, things are pretty detailed down here. Nice and dense. Pretty good looking. Sure hope all those wings have contrails when you boost. They do! Although I haven't added them. It's part of the effect. but I have yet to add the funny little FX wingtip points onto the Condor. They came up from the Pelican. My Pelican has fun wingtip effects. I think, doesn't it? Pelican has wingtip effects, right? I gotta check now, I forgot. Pelican. I'm 63.2% sure. Yeah, it does, okay. Good to know, good to know. The only reason the Condor doesn't is because I haven't added the little points back. It's using the same effect, though. Alright, we're gonna look at this, dude. Look at the density. Like, over here, it's like line, 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 line. Then you go over here, and it's like a little more lines. And you go to the back, and it's like lines! There's so many lines. And we're gonna copy all of them. And then we're also gonna add some of our own. I think it's gonna be pretty neat. The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Peggy lines, yeah, a whole lot of them. This is how they put it together. This is how they built it. Remember now, Condor was a very, very armed Pelican. Yeah, it's also longer. It's very long. As this is a custom one that I've been working on, where I basically took the Halo 3 Pelican and I stretched it out. I made it really long. It was very aggressive looking. Now that I think about it, let me check this really quickly. A little bit of a curve, but it was still sharp. Yeah, so basically it's much longer. Also, it's got a lot more engines on it, which is kind of fun. It's also got some fancy landing gear I put together here. And a Mac cannon, a mini Mac cannon, right there. In fact, it's already flyable. I've worked on some animations. Obviously, it's kind of pointless since it still needs work on the textures, but it flies. It do fly. Are you gonna get the shiny original has? Yeah, the colors on this are not final. I'm using the colors that came with the Smart Material preset that was sent to me by Davy Jones, VFX, legendary VFX guy. Little shark fins. Yeah, I like all the little fins and stuff on it. It's got fins on these rear engines right here. It's got the big ones up top. It's got little ones on the edges of the wings here. Very aggressive. Like the regular Pelican looks subdued. Demure even. And then you look at the Condor, it's like, it's so scary. Oh my god. Very scary, so you don't want to mess with this guy. He's kind of insane. Again, Halo 3 goes. I'm probably gonna switch it up. But I think I'm gonna keep this black secondary metal. It's pretty cool looking. It's pretty mean looking. You know, we got it on the vents right here we did yesterday. On the vents here. Do you have reversing animations too? I wish. I tried really hard to get reverse animations working, but they don't exist in Halo 3. Actually, the Pelican in Halo 3, it has the same forward and reversing animations for the thrusters and wings that Halo 2 has, but for some reason, instead of just removing those animations from the Pelican, Bungie removed the functions that make the animations work.
The test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly.
What are we listening to? Is this copyrighted? Wait, hold on, Adam. The finish. Oh, never mind. It was Halo Reach music. The Fitness Gram Pacer Test. Halo music time. Sorry, I got scared. Copyright on YouTube is over, dude. It's over. Gabe over. Am I right, Gabers? So please say something. All right, let's do this. Panel time. Panel time. Somebody start the clock. We're paneling. We got to speed run this stuff. All right. We're going to start with this little panel here. This panel here has approximately a bunch of fucking shapes. Let's start drawing them. Nande! Thank you for the 2! Look at the normal. I know. Look at those. Some nice normals. Those are some nice normals. Oni Pelican. We actually tried the Oni Condor earlier. I colored it all to like black, like a dark black gray. It's kind of cool looking. Kind of cool. Recreation of Halo 2 Pelican, Halo 3 thoughts. I wish, dude! The animations don't work for reversing. The forward animations can work, but I tried, like, really hard. It was only like a week ago I tried really hard to see if there was any possible way in Halo 3 to get the reversing animations working. And what I found is that there is no way to do it. In Halo 3, the functions that were in Halo 2... In Halo 2... there was an animation for the wings to go back and then forward, depending on if you're moving forward and backwards. In Halo 3, the same animation exists. The problem is it will never activate because somebody at Bungie gutted that function. They literally just gutted it. Instead of just removing the Pelican animations, the function that powered the animations is now gone. Yeah, vehicle throttle, it does not. It does not work. It's very sad. You can use thrust. Thrust works. That's what makes the engines go when you go forward. There's only 2 remaining functions, so I've tied thrust to a forward animation, like so. There is hover as well, which is when you go up in the air. I don't know if my controller's plugged in. Oh, my controller's not plugged in, so I can't do it, but yeah. There is a thrust animation, that's when you go up, but that's it. There's no reversing animation, and none of the other functions in my experience are able to be wrangled into being reversing only, which is very sad. There is a sort of workaround, but it's not that good, which is the acceleration functions. You can check if the Pelican is accelerating by any amount and then have the wings go, but obviously acceleration is not constant, so it will not work constantly, which is sad. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Alright, time to draw some panels. So these are the thin panel lines. That means we get to go crazy. I'm going to try speedrunning these, because lately I feel like the amount of time it takes to get working on this is just way too long. Wait, why are you guys counting? Q, 16, 12... 93, 71, 115. Alright, we're going to do this one first. Shape like this. Do this. Do this. And we're going to do another shape. It goes, it's a big rectangle in the middle with a curved funny bit on it. So we go boom. 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 Close enough. And we have one. That kind of just goes straight line off to the side here. Boom. Boom. Then we have another one that's like in here. Boom. Boom. And we have another one that goes out at an angle and creates like a corner piece here. Boom. 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 One panel done. Easy. Easy, dude. I take that panel off, copy, and put it on the Condor. Sadly, it's not that easy. It makes sense logically, but there's no tool for that kind of thing. These are all baked-in textures. Can't just drag and drop stuff. I wish I could, though. That would be so awesome. Alright, let's draw this one now. So we have a small rectangle in the corner here. I get to resize them because my panels are way bigger, because the Condor backside is way larger overall. So we got that little panel there, then it gets a big old wraparound part that comes from all the way up here. Not bad, not bad. Okay, another line there, and then a thin one right here. Not bad, and then I think that's everything for this panel. Dude, speed running. Okay, for this next panel, I want to do this long one, which has a gigantic rectangle going down the majority of its length. This is a much longer panel than it was originally, though, so it's going to get interesting here. Oh, I should really fix this. Oh, it actually does tie into that one, doesn't Somebody goes after that bit, so it's going to go all the way down. Wait, I'm not looking at the right one. It's this thin one that I should be looking at, which is fine. Okay. Okay, this long thin one's got another long thin bit here. Little line. That one connects to this one. We got another line. Oh wait, there's a little rectangle, guys. I spotted a little rectangle. Harvester look better. Better than what? You say it looks better than something that I made, I'm banning you from my Minecraft server. Which is definitely real and exists, so think about your next words carefully, buddy. You have a tool that could stamp shapes in a software? Yeah, no, it's this. I already have shapes that I can stamp down. But it's a lot faster to just draw lines than it would be to go into Photoshop, draw the panels, export them out as a brush, and stamp them down. That would be way slower than just drawing the panels myself. It would be a bit stupid. Alright, so for this one that I'm drawing right now, where it's got this funny-ass rectangle thing going on, there is a bit here that goes all the way to the back. I'm gonna go like that, to that, to that. And then that's gonna get chunked inward. Oh! We're gonna cut inwards on this. And we're gonna cut this whole part out here. Oh! Don't mind all of the overflow onto the end there. I'll fix it. Hey Adam, thanks for the 2, man. Appreciate it.
6, 5,
okay.
0,
all right.
7,
Okay.
8, 2.
Is this like the Winter Soldier thing? Am I about to get like activated and say like gamer words or something? What's going on here? The Condor should be put on hold till Harvester. I bet you do. I bet you think that. Little Halo 4 enjoyer. You get activated and you say you love Halo 4 and 5. No! No! Please. Okay, we cut into it, and it looks pretty good. I like that. Freaking like that, dude. Wake up, wake up. Dude, I would, this would, like, for how, like, long my day has been and how tired I am and how much coffee I have in my system, which is putting me in just, like, this wild-ass headspace, this might as well be a dream. Help, something happened earlier. I am an internet figment of your imagination. I don't think I can help all that much, to be honest with you, Rain. Attack of the Killer Nosebleed happened. Did you beat him up? Nosebleeds suck. You should beat the shit out of him. I used to get like chronic nosebleeds as a kid. It was awful. I was a nasty little goblin child. Worst part of being a parent, you just like have this kid and they're just like this little freak. Affectionately, I'm saying that affectionately, but like they're just nasty, dude. They're all snotty and slobbery. First nosebleeds I've gotten in years. Oof. I do not envy you for that. Hopefully it just went away quickly. I love when people are like, everybody should have kids. They're the best. I'm like, you only think that about your own kid. You look at every other kid, you're like, ew, get away from me. What is that thing? Who brought that thing here? Ooh. Am I looking at the right one? I'm not. Ooh, that was Never say never. Unless you got your penis explosion chamber trip a little early, in which case... Alright, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. I need one more line in here. First nosebleeds and ears. For today, a few hours apart. Are you in a dry environment? Because you should not be getting random ass nosebleeds. Unless maybe you were around some like harsh particulates. Goes to multiplayer games soon? True, we haven't done a game night in a while. I've been so focused on stuff outside of Halo and streaming that I just haven't had all that much time dedicated to all of this, so yeah. You right. You right. You do be correct. Okay, time to put a funny little square here. And by put a square here, I mean I'm going to cut into it to give the illusion of there being a square here. Wow. Technology is amazing. God damn it! Can I undo that? I have to redo my whole square. Freaking dude. Alright, square has been cut out. There's a Salt Lake. Wait, Salt Lake City's so dry. What do you mean? As somebody who used to live in Vegas, I lived in Vegas for most of my life, and I will tell you right now, okay? Salt Lake City ain't all that different. Okay, that's a lie. It's actually pretty different, but it's still very deserty. You know, in Vegas, we had Mormons. In Salt Lake City, you have Mormons. It's pretty much the same place, think about it. Okay, that's good. Now for this panel. No, I already did this panel. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, look at this detailing. We're going so fast. Just powering through it. I love it. Another line drawn. Another square going. Large. A new cup ship for you to make. I don't wanna. No. I don't wanna. Sounds like a lot of work. I'm already working on a ship. Ah, yes. Perfectly uneven panels. Beautiful. Called a giga? That sounds extremely challenging. My least favorite kind of thing. Like when things are easy and I put in minimal effort and I'm happy with the rewards at the end. It's tiny. If it's tiny, why is it called the Giga? That's extremely misleading. It's just like a banshee. There's nothing Giga about a banshee. Giga. Dropped my monster condom for my magnum dong. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Look it up. I'm pretty sure I've heard of that. Isn't that the Halo Wars cut thing? Or is that the Gygus or something? The Jigga ship. Hey! Colonel Crowther, thank you so much for 16 months, man! Thank you, dude. Said, I sense modding. Your senses are correct, my friend. We have modding within 3 clicks of my exact location. Oh wait, I can do this one too. We're gonna make this gray. Yeah, I'm painting some textures for the Condor right now. This is what it looks like in-game over here. So far, it's a very, very work in progress ship. This is all naked and bare here, and in Substance Painter, it's a lot less naked and bare. We're getting a lot of detailing added to the backside of it here. It's pretty fancy. So lighter and darker shades of green for the Condor? Yeah, I will. I'm not going to keep just this like rusted green that it has right now. And the metals and things that I'm painting right now are also going to change color. I can change their color at any time. I'm just painting where these areas are colored differently, if that makes any sense. So whenever I want to be like, I want the black areas to be purple, they can be purple, or green, or gray, or whatever I want. What's important is that I paint out the areas. Lived in Fallout New Vegas? True. The only time that Vegas felt post-apocalyptic is when you go to the supermarket and you see people devoid of souls shopping mindlessly. It's funny too. When you live in Vegas, you just like never go to the strip or anything like that. You'll find that you just never want to. You're just like, I want to stay home and exist in my nice little desert neighborhood. Okay, so that's gray. And then the area on the other side is also gray over here. So there, and then here. Oh, I gotta draw a line here. I'm missing one. Well, I'll color it gray first. Wait, that can't be right, because that's... Oh, those are a lighter gray. I don't have a color for that. No! I'll paint it later. I actually desperately do need a lighter gray color, don't I? Hated my short time at Vegas. It's alright.
Just got back from a barbecue, kinda drunk, but you're bald.
Okay,
but not blad, but bald, but not bald.
Okay.
But bald, but not bald.
Yeah.
But definitely bald.
No! You could have ended it on definitely not bald. It would have been cool, man. We would have been cool. Everyone would have been back like the good old days, back in high school when we were super cool with each other. But now you call me bald. Man. Bald. Bro. Thank you for the 420. I appreciate it. What I don't appreciate is your freaking tone calling me freaking bald, dude. Look what I'm doing. I'm doing this for you so that you can fly a Condor in Halo 3. In Halo 3 style. In Halo 3 for you. Bald. Don't call me bald, Raid. How dare you? But you are? Where? Where's the bald? Point to the screen. Point at the bald. Point at... Oh, wait, there's none! There's none! Hairline is much better than mine. See? That proves that I'm not bald. The existence of a hairline. Right there. I always knew Rain had my back. Was never in any doubt. So this whole panel's supposed to be gray? I don't know if I like that. But this part should be at least. Okay, so far so good. I did realize a minute ago that I missed a single panel line, which is illegal. It was up here, around this back part here. It was, right there. This little zigzag I need to get. It was boom, 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 boom. Easy. You're wondering if that's important. Yes. Should ban the phrase Project Stardust from the server. You're scared. You're scared of Roblox. You're scared. You're scared of a game designed for kids. That's so embarrassing. You're actually just scared. He's scared of a game for kids. He's scared. Well, humans are forerunners. Oh, true. Real true. That's true. Alright, my first custom line is going to be a zigzag. Wow, look at that. Filling up. Oh, I didn't even know that there was a zigzag there, even though I probably just drew it. That's amazing. Look at all that detail we're drawing in here, dude. Look at all, you see all that detail we're drawing in? That's great. Project Stardust, hardly nowhere. Yep, as yep. True. Breach.
I'm drawing lines. Look at my little lines. They're so delicate. I love them. Lovely little lines.
Playing Project Stardust while you watch? Hell yeah. The only thing that's going to disappoint me when I play Project Stardust for the first time is going to be pay to win. They're going to be like, pay 50, 100 billion Robux right now and you can unlock the ultra super exclusive ship and obliterate everyone with no effort at all. Please. Please! That's what they're going to say. Not pay to win. Everything in Roblox is pay to win. There's always like an admin unlock. And it's like, if you pay Robux, you can unlock all the things right now. Oh god, Substance Banner scared the shit out of me. I played it, trust. I'll trust you for now. But if you betray my trust, I ain't gonna believe nothing. Never again. I don't know how I'm gonna draw these shapes, but I'm gonna give it honest, college-educated shot. Is it inaccurate because I didn't go to college? But if I did go to college, this would be what that looks like. Well, it's not the worst thing I've ever drawn, but it's pretty bad. That's better. A little bit cleaner. Made the Covenant so OP. I mean, to be fair, it's extremely accurate to the game. Covenant is OP. Damn, you're like an artist? Oh! I know that guy. Thank you. My skill at drawing lines is unparalleled. I've drawn lines for many hours, minutes even. Wait, should I cut that out? I don't know. I head to Applebee's with me right now. No, I'm gonna stream, but I appreciate the invite. Applebee's does kind of slap. I fuck with Applebee's heavy. I love colors. I can see them with my eyes. They're pretty. I like them. Haven't been in years, but I want to figure out what they're doing with the $1 margaritas. Oh, when? I was about to say, $1 margarita is kind of insane. Those are either the shittiest margaritas ever or the best margaritas ever, and I really don't feel that there's any in between. Okay, those two panels are in. They're looking decent. It's a bagged margarita. Oh, why is everything so much worse in a bag? Like when Canadians come in and they're like, yeah, we get bagged milk. I'm like, that's just wrong, dude. Put it in a solid container, please, you freaks. Okay, for the most part, these panels are all relatively solid. Here's what I'm seeing, though. These panels on the regular Pelican are really small. Almost ever. Over here, our Condor is larger, so I'm going to draw in some custom panel lines. Wait, I am drawing with the wrong thingy thing. Yeah, I'm going to draw some custom panel lines onto here to fill in some of this space, because it's not supposed to be quite so bare. And this panel here, I think we could probably get away with something like this. A little... Ooh. That's pretty cool. And that leaves this panel, which feels a little too big, honestly. Fills it in pretty nicely, I would say. Make the Mac a burst Mac like the Pillar of Autumn. I did that in Reach when I made a drivable Pillar of Autumn. That was pretty cool. Okay, I would say that this area is on the top is pretty good. We still have this whole back area, which I get to do next, but so far so good. I say I'm going to export it, put it into Halo 3, and see how it looks. Give me 1 sec. I got to pull my folders and everything together for the export. Okay, I got them in the game, but now I got to go to Photoshop and fix them. I flip the alpha channel and save, and then we run the command tool, bitmaps, objects, vehicles, Condor, H3 bitmaps. Now we get to see a little before and after of all that work we just did. So here is the before. I import, and then the after. Boom. Ooh, nice. Lots of detail. Looking good. Looking very good. This back area here could use a little bit of love, actually. Check stream chat. Okay. I like distractions. Distract away. What this? Want to make red lights on the Falcon flash rapidly like in this video, but I have no idea how to make a custom function for it. This is the video in question. I mean the green lights. If you just wanted to flicker like that, the white light, oh, that's easy. I'll show you. I actually didn't know how to do this either until a little while ago. Should be under my ultimate forge. Objects, levels, multi-alpine sandbox forge. This confused me. This is, by the way, not intuitive. It makes sense that you didn't figure this out. Because me personally, as somebody who has tons of time in this engine, I didn't get it either. And I should have understood it based on how much time I had in engine, but look at this. Okay, this is my red blinking light. It slowly fades in and out of red to black. This is what that function looks like. Okay. It's a periodic function, and it looks like this. It's cosine. Does it make sense that this goes red to black? In my opinion, no, not really, but it does. So what I recommend is you just copy this setup here, which is a slow blinking red light, and then tweak the functions and values and stuff for it until you get the flicker you're looking for. Or just do it like curve, add a bunch of points. Then you could do it like that to that to that to that, or I don't know, some mix of all this. Can't really add enough points to do stuff effectively. Maybe a periodic function would work. I believe it's possible, though. Okay. I want to do something here. Where's my mouse? Okay, there we go. So, what I want to do for this is draw a line. That's not it. Draw a line from here. What? From here. To here. Here. And here to here to here. Then maybe one more cube going like here to here. Fill in that space a little bit. You know what though? I think this needs an edge boundary like so. Not quite like that. A little bit more upward. Kind of cool. But no, now these blocky shapes don't feel right. I think I need to play into the angle of this a bit more to make the panels feel kind of awesome looking. So, I'm going to have everything actually start on this off axis here like that, and go up. Draw back in that cool looking panel line right there. And honestly, that's enough. Well, it would be enough if I didn't think to just do this right now. That's kind of cool. Hey, Oyster!
Bungie's shader system is better or 343's?
Thank you for the 2. The 343 one is technically more advanced, but Bungie's looks and was utilized much better. So technically 343's is more advanced and has more features and is more modern, especially in like Halo 4, but Halo 3 had those shaders that are less advanced were used by artists who knew how to use them better. So it's kind of like there's not a real answer. Which one is better? Technically 343's is better, artistically Bungie's is better. I think Bungie's is better because it's relatively simple to use and it looks really good really easily. The one with 343's requires like lots of material maps and things, and it's challenging to make stuff that looks good super easy. The shaders for Halo 3 are far simpler than 4's, and honestly, the ones in Reach too. The Reach, everything's really grungy. It's really hard to make a good shine in Reach. The people who made the software, the people who are using the software. I suppose. I think Bungie just had kept their artists on for a long time as they were developing the shaders through Halo 1, 2, and 3 and onwards. And so that the artists were able to like give input and the techs were able to interact with the artists really effectively and able to give them like a heads up on how stuff works. And I think 343 is probably very clinical and technical in how they designed and model stuff. And that probably resulted in things looking a little bit worse. That'd be my guess, but I don't really know for sure. Alright, from here, we're going to do a long thingy thing. You guys in chat love long thingy things, don't you, you freaks? Alright, so it's going to go about 60 to 75% of the way down. Go about there. Do there. Shoot there. Nice. Very good, very good. And then I get to... I'll put those little alphas down on it afterwards, but it looks like it's actually a pretty thick line here. Now, I'm using a pretty inferior method for drawing my lines compared to what's actually on the regular Pelican. But I will try to mimic it in a cheat kind of way here. Doing this. Not bad. Once I get this area done here, we'll finally be able to start working on the sides and the bottom. The entire top of the Condor will be complete. We're working really fast today. Or, well, I am. But yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Alright, so there's going to be 3 separating lines in this. As well as a funny rectangle coming out about here. Probably just turn that off so I'm not lagging like crazy. Okay, nice little rectangle there. 3 funny lines. I didn't really distance them well. Try that again. That one kind of far. And then this cool shape here, which I honestly don't know exactly what it is, seems to take place directly on the line here. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to 0.4. Drag it down to the side. Bit more to the side. And they do go downwards a bit here. Okay, we're getting started here. Then we do have a pretty big opening here. Not bad. Now we draw the tiny lines, and then I start doing the detailing on all this stuff here. Clean this up a little bit first, though. It's a bit messy. Plenty of time with both shaders. Something I would say, dread working through these pre-made shaders. I love working with Bungie's much more dynamic shaders. Yeah, Bungie's are very friendly to basic texture setups. 343s requires a rather detailed texture setup to get good use out of it. Oh, you know what? I never detailed these bits here, did I? Oops. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, let me get these while I'm here. Square there. Rectangle here. Smaller rectangle here. The long, thin rectangle part. That's down. Am I like, did I do this wrong? No, I didn't. That's the long, thin rectangle part there. Ah, whatever. It doesn't even matter at the end of the day. As long as I draw the lines in and make them look cool, that's what's important. Where's the rest of the long thin lines? Looks like we have that to that. It goes over and then it meets up with that. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. Alright, continuing on our actually important stuff. We have these lines that match up via a nice little line like that. Oops. Like that. Connects to a large line here. Not bad. We can keep working with that. Got a little square there. I'm gonna do a little inner line here where it goes like boom, 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 boom. Cool, pretty cool. And connecting downwards from this part to our lower bit here, there is a bit of a line kind of coming up and out of here, and coming back over. Nice. Okay, and then from here... Sorry if I'm like flickering back so much, back and forth so much that it's like melting your perspective here, but it's helping me to get this working. Got a little square here on this bit. Boom, boom, boom. Not bad, not bad. We're getting there. We're almost good. There's a few more lines here, and a few more detail-y bits that I definitely need to get to. I see the door look at my Condor. It's slowly getting textured. So many lines! I'm doing the booty part right now. Copying all the Pelicans panels where needed. Painful. It's so painful. Worth it though. Worth it. Oh, you know what? Those are way too wide. Whoa, nice. It's so much time, Abyss. Maybe it looks nice. Yeah. But the amount of time I'm shoving into this thing. Comes to this point, and then this area is outlined, but with a funny shape. Okay. Oh. Wait, what happened? I am, yes, that's me. That's what everybody says. They call me Powerful Crust Mother. It's true. Thank you for acknowledging my one true role in this world. He goes down way further than this. Oh, okay, I want to put this in game and see how it looks. I've been waiting, dying even, to have this last reversed part here textured because it's so flat and ugly without stuff on it. We're almost there. We're so close. Save. Import. Oh! Damn, it's so grungy. Low-key love it, though. Oh, that's sick. I can finally see the textures while I'm flying it. Still so much more coloring and adjustments, reflectivity and stuff to adjust, but the base shape of all those panels, dude. Ooh! What have we been? I've only been at this for an hour, and we already got the entire back part, like, well, not finished, but pretty good. Damn. Damn. Like the highlights in the machine should be brighter, but it looks awesome. Yeah, I'll be readjusting all of the colors pretty soon. Most of the colors here are temporary. It's not going to be this military green. The blacks aren't going to be that black. these metal bits are going to be shinier and less red. Right now it's mainly focusing on the paneling, putting the color blocks and the normal details in, and then I'll slowly refine it into shape afterwards. Back door is so flat, yeah. This whole area, well, this isn't even a door actually. Though, it would make a pretty cool door. But yeah, this entire bottom and sides are still bare, for the most part. There's like a little bit of detail on the front sides here. But yeah, all the rest of this needs quite a bit of work. Though, I think the bottom of the Pelican's a lot less detailed. The sides are pretty detailed. A whole lot of panels going on the sides here. Let's see. Which isn't anything too crazy. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of lines, a bunch of squares, a bunch of angles, blah, blah, blah. The bottom is relatively simple. A lot of flat, a lot of big lines. So really nothing too crazy on it. But I'll need to make sure I get the colors and contrasts and stuff right. Make sure they look good. This part's going to be interesting. This is a whole thing here. These grills and vents and lines and panels and things. These will be fun. Make those ailerons at the back part of the wings black. The ailerons at the back part of the wings. Oh, these? I kind of like them green. Well, maybe they would look cool in black. Police Condor. It would be pretty easy to take the textures and make a police version. Did I import this with shading? I think I did. Looks like it is, yeah. Not too shabby, not too shabby. We're getting there. Alright, now that I got that, should I wrap back and down, or... I guess I could work on the engines again. What are the bottom of the engines look like? Oh, they're so simple. I remember I was struggling about these engines. I was working so slowly on them. It's kind of embarrassing now that I think about it. Excuse me. Imagine with all these shaders. With all these shaders, it would literally look like however I want it to look here in Substance Painter. Like, the reflectivity and everything would be exact. Substance Painter is using PBR, which is what Ollie's shader uses. It looks kind of weird in Substance Painter, like the blacks are too shiny and stuff, but I'm not imagining how it looks in Substance Painter here, because I know from, like, in-game Halo, it's going to look different. So, when I make something like liquid shiny levels of, like, glass here, obviously it doesn't end up looking like that in-game. It just becomes a bit shinier. Not too bad. Not bad, not bad. We're cooking here, we're cooking here. But you know what? I have some disappointing news. I think I'm going to jump off for the night. This is an insanely short stream, but it's very late, and I woke up very early, and I'm tired, and I had a very long day, so I'm going to make it up to you guys by doing a very early and also very long stream tomorrow. I want to finish this thing, dude. We're going to do so many panel lines tomorrow. We're going to get it done. I'm tired of this thing being, like, taking forever. I genuinely think it's possible to get all the rest of the textures done tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to make my goal. My goal for tomorrow is set right now. We will get the entire Condor painted. Will the textures be technically done? Probably not, but all of the panel lines will 100% be painted in. We'll be working on colors and reflectivities and accents and stuff. So I genuinely think it's possible. But like I said, I'm going to hop off. Thank you to everybody who tipped. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. I appreciate it. I apologize for the short stream. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central, maybe earlier around 4 p.m. I will be live. We will be doing so much Condor work. It'll be crazy. You come along with this? I appreciate that, Roswell. I want to get it done. It's starting to look really good. It's getting there. Could use a little bit more love, but not too bad overall, honestly. All right, I'm going to head out of here. Thank you guys very, very much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your night. God, I'm tired. Goodbye.